Hello and welcome to Die Rollin, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Caves of Rwenzori, as well as the Intrepid expansion, as well as Legend of the Shadow Ape expansion, as well as the Monsoon expansion. So this is a game that we got through Kickstarter. Really looking forward to seeing what this is like. It's a kind of tile laying game where you're exploring and you're trying to be the only one to escape and survive. Have a quick look at the back there. So the nice thing about this is, I mean, you look at the title and like, how do I pronounce that? But they tell you, Rwenzori. Perfect. So yeah, this is what it's all about. Let's take a look inside. So we've got a rulebook to begin with. It's nice that it tells you how many players and what the age is for this. So 1 to 5 players. So it means I can do this solo. And the rulebook itself, let's take a look. Nice kind of images on here. All looks pretty good. Solo mode in the back here. And some expansion stuff in here as well. So great. And all the tiles. It's really nice. I really like the artwork in this game as well. Like, that's really nice and thematic. So let's get out this first thing. This looks like it's some kind of poster. Wow. How cool is this? So we have a big Caves of Rwenzori poster. But it's not just a poster, guys, it's a playing mat. Amazing. So we've got a nice mat in here where we can place down the tiles, and you know, it looks a little more kind of thematic that way. So that's pretty cool. I'll be using that going forward. Right, next we have got the tiles themselves. Now this is going to be important because this is what you're going to be using throughout the game, so you want these tiles to be thick and yeah, nice. So let's take a look. Yeah, that's a pretty nice thickness on there. So nice kind of artwork on that as well. Yeah, let's take a look at some of these. All the different ways you can go through. Kind of reminds me about the Sorcerer's Cave game from back in the day that used to play. But yeah, these are just the regular kind of caves you get here. And then we've got some flooded cave tiles here. And these are obstacles, so you need this particular icon to be able to get through these tiles, which is pretty interesting. We've got like a waterfall here. These look like they're going to take you extra time to cross these. These are obstacles, and you need this particular icon to be able to escape over them. We've got these kind of little obstacles here as well. Some more tiles here, like a pickaxe symbol. These are tiles you can illuminate. So some of these tiles will be in darkness, and you can use these illuminate tiles to lay them down normally, or you can basically discard these to illuminate those particular tiles, which sometimes you want to do, and other times you don't, because if you illuminate one of these tiles, so it starts off as like dark, and if you illuminate it, you flip it over, and this explodes, meaning you've actually no longer got a way through here because you just caused an explosion of some kind. So you need some dynamite to get through that. But yeah, really nice artwork on here. Lovely little tiles here. Got treasure areas here. I imagine that's for that treasure hunter expansion that was mentioned in the back of the book there. To get you points before you leave. Ooh, and we got some lava as well. That doesn't look like it's very fun to come across. And we got some more tiles here. And treasure in those tiles just come up there in like a nice kind of like mine cart. And the exit tile, the tile you want to get to. This is one of those games where only one of you is going to be getting out of here alive. So that's the tile you want to be finding. Okay, next we have some cards, so let's take a look at these. And this comes in a nice little pouch. I'm not having to like rip this open or anything, so I can put those back in there. So we've got some different characters in here. So the archaeologist, special ability, another player puts their hand under their deck and draws 4 more. You've got explorer, special ability, each player passes their hand to the left. Oh, that'll be frustrating. A tracker, special ability, draw 4 tiles and select 4 to keep and 4 to return to the bottom of your deck. A naturalist, special ability, draw 2 tiles, do not pick up again until you're back down to 3. A treasure hunter, special ability, swap hands with any player. Missionary, choose 2 players, then they then swap hands with each other. We have a king. All hands pass to you, from which you choose 4 tiles and shuffle and deal the remainder to each player. That sounds very handy. And then a filmmaker. All hands return to player's deck. Each player then shuffles the deck and draws 4 tiles. Now in this game, you're trying to get rid of all your tiles, so that could be very frustrating. And we have some special gear cards here as well. So we have chocolate that gives energy and focus. Convert any normal K passage tile to a swing, dive, or jump save tile. So these are the icons you're going to be looking for in your tiles to be able to get past those obstacles we saw. A map fragment. You have a burst of speed. Following the map, convert a +1 action into a +2 action. A spare torch. As a free action, turn over a dark tile adjacent to your character. You can then play your regular turn. Pickaxe and medical bag. The pickaxe, you can convert any non-obstacle tile into a pickaxe save tile, and medical bag, avoid a +1 penalty, though your path will still be blocked. Sturdy boots. Tiles with a red clock penalty have no effect. You may play on as normal and are not affected. Breathing tube. Convert any non-obstacle tile into a flooded cave save tile. So basically, bob past all of the water. A grappling hook. Convert any non-obstacle tile into a rope or swing save tile. And a TNT kit. Convert any non-obstacle tile into a TNT tile. Play another tile after the TNT tile in keeping with the TNT rules. So that's all the special gear and characters we've got in this. Nice little kind of divider in here as well, which is handy. We've got 5 meeples in here. White, yellow, blue, red and green. Some silica gel to make sure we're not getting mouldy. Then we have some player aid cards. There's 5 players in this, so it's good that you've got 5 of these cards. Got the iconography on the back, and it tells you what you do on your turn, so that's pretty handy. Always like player aids. And then we've got a couple of baggies in here. I'm not quite sure what I'll use the baggies for. Oh, maybe these little tokens that you're going to be kind of popping out there. And then, do we have anything underneath here? No, there's nothing underneath the bottom here. Just always have a quick check. Yeah, so that's the main base game. So you're getting a bunch of characters in there. You're getting player aids. You're getting a slew of tiles to be using. Of course, these meeples that now can't close the box because I put them up there. You got your player mat. And then the rulebook itself. So that's the base game. So let's go to the monsoon expansion next. So this adds, as the water rises, the monsoon expansion brings the merciless power of nature to your caves of Rwenzori adventure. The monsoon expansion brings the merciless power of nature to your caves of Rwenzori adventure. As the monsoon pours into the tunnels, underground rivers rise. Use your skill and courage to survive the flood. So this adds an extra 20 tiles, dynamic new rules, and a 6-sided dice. Huzzah. Although, here's a die, not a dice, but hey. Okay, so nice artwork on there. Kind of looking up from a pool. We've got our new rulebook there. Nice reflection there of the artwork on the front. So you'll be taking the monsoon expansion flooded cave passage tiles and placing the stack face down. Shuffle the 4 breathe underwater save tiles into the core game tiles before core game setup. And the cave will flood at the end of every round. Each player selects a number or range of numbers, then rolls the dice. And you'll be rolling the dice, and that's going to do stuff. So that sounds like that's going to really add a lot to the game, giving you an extra sense of time you've got to get past. So these are the breathing tiles here, and these are the flooded tiles. And what you'd be doing is basically, if you are next to one of these flooded tiles, you could discard this one, or you could place this one past here to be able to move through it. And we've got our 4 6-sided dice. I said 4 because I saw the number 4. It's a nice dice there. Artwork is not in this one. Like the other one, it had like a dark kind of thematic box art there, but we don't have it in this, but that's not a problem. Okay, so that all goes back into there very nicely. I will probably be decanting all of this into the main box because I think you can probably get it all in there. So we're going to the Legend of the Shadow Ape next. So, legend tell of the shadow ape, a wild beast hidden deep in the dark, forgotten belly of the cave. Legend of the shadow ape brings new possibilities, challenges, and excitement into the game with new weapon cards, ape meeples, and magnificently illustrated ape lair tiles. So, the shadow ape is coming. We need to run away from him. Really nice artwork on there. I like that. Just trying to get the box out. Okay, cool. So, straight away, I've already punched tiles. Pre-punched tiles, that's great. So, the shadow ape lair tiles are obstacle tiles. Lay them face up adjacent to the tile an opponent meeple is on. When the tile is laid, the player who laid the tile immediately rolls the shadow ape die to determine which player will be pursued. Only those players connected by the cave network to the shadow ape lair tile are included in the roll. If the following are between your meeple and the ape lair tile, you are not included in the roll. But basically, this shadow ape is going to be hunting you down. And we've got a couple of pages here to try and get you away from that shadow ape. So let's have a look at these magnificently drawn ape tiles. So yeah, they look like kind of ape nests. They're pretty cool. We've got these new kind of item tokens that you can use. Let's have a look at some more of these. So we've got this one here. So yeah, lots of shadow apes. We have another dice in here. Another die, and this is a dark one. And we have the ape meeples. These are pretty funky. Look at that. They don't look very scary, but I do enjoy these meeples. They look pretty fun. Oh, and we have some cards here. So we've got some weapons. Thinking maybe those tokens are when you drop these weapons on the ground. So we have an air pocket, move into a flooded cave tile. Reroll for pursuit on your next turn. Either lay a normal cave tile past the flooded cave tile or move back. Pit trap. Place the pit trap token on an adjacent tile. When the ape reaches the token, roll. And if you get a 1, you get to kill the ape. 2, reroll for pursuit, and 3 plus no effect. Molotov cocktail. Distance 2 tiles. 5 plus, you get kill it. 3 or 4, ape goes to lair tile and reroll for pursuit. 1 or 2, rage rush to your tile. Oh. Caltrops. Place the Caltrops token on an adjacent tile. When the ape reaches the Caltrops, it stops. The ape doesn't move again until after your next turn. Timed TNT. Select an adjacent tile to place a TNT token. After 2 ape move phases, the TNT explodes. Immediately lay a non-obstacle tile as if it were a TNT tile. If the ape is cut off, reroll for pursuit. If the ape is on the tile when the TNT explodes, you kill it. A camera flash. Distance 1 to 2 tiles. 3 plus, the ape is stunned and doesn't move for 1 ape move phase. 2 or 1, no effect. A gas mask. Place the gas and mask token on an adjacent tile. When the ape passes the token, roll 1 to 2, no effect. 3 to 4 stunned. Ape can't move until after your next 2 turns. 5 to 6, ape killed by gas. Wow. Read much, Adam? Dagger. Crossing a chasm. Move across or lay any non-obstacle tile as a swing save tile. The vine gets cut. Now reroll for pursuit. So close combat, distance, same tile. 1 to 5, knocked out and taken to a lair. 6 ape kills. So you can use this as a very last kind of like desperate attempt to kill that ape before it gets to you. A net. You can fire it away from 2 tiles. 1 or 2, no effect. 3, ape does not move for 1 ape move phase. 4 plus, ape does not move until after you have played 2 more turns. A pistol. 1 to 4 tiles in line of sight. 1 to 3, rage rush to your tile. 4 to 5, ape is scared off. Reroll for pursuit. 6, you kill it. And if you're in close combat, it's once again 1 to 5, you get knocked out and taken to the lair. 6, you kill it. A rifle. So much longer kind of range on this. And you've got to roll for your roll to determine hit. If it's 1 tile away, it's 2 plus, 2 tiles, 3 plus, 3 tiles, 4 plus, 4 to 6 tiles, 5 plus. And if you miss, it's rage rush to your tile. Hit, roll again to determine effect. 1 to 3 wound. 4, you kill it. Spear, distance 3 tiles. 1 or 2 is a miss. 3 or 4, ape does not move until after you have played 2 more turns. 5, reroll for pursuit, 6 kill. And once again, close combat, you get a 6, you get to kill it. So that's what you get in this one. Once again, we don't have like nice artwork on the kind of game organizer here. And there's nothing under here, I imagine. No. No. So we've got tiles. Put these in where they won't. We'll be able to close them, Adam. Dice. There we go. So that's the Legend of the Shadow Ape expansion. That one sounds really fun. I like that the Monsoon expansion will really force you to move. I like that the Shadow Ape is going to be bringing extra danger in there. And then we have the Intrepid expansion. And this is to add an extra player to the game. So if you want 6 players, this is what you want to get. We've got a purple character in here. The Colonel enters a cave, adding a 6th Intrepid adventure to the competition. So let's take a look to see what we actually get in this. And there he is on the front. So we've got a bunch of additional tiles here. So I'm fairly certain these are the same tiles as before, but just with with this additional character. We have his the Colonel's purple meeple there, and his character card. So the Colonel's special ability, all players put their hand at the bottom of their deck. The top 4 tiles of each deck are then shuffled together and dealt to each player. And then a ball of twine. Carry out 2 move actions and then lay a tile or go in blind. And we have another one of these. Is there anything else in here? I don't believe there will be. Nothing else in there. So that is everything you get in this particular set. It's worth noting that on these tiles you also have this little kernel thing here, so you know which ones you are supposed to add when you have a 6th player. But yeah, and we also got a pretty cool little kind of pin for this game as well, which came with the Kickstarter, which I'll be attaching to something, I'm sure. So that is Caves of Rwenzori. It's taken me around 17 minutes to go through this. So we've got the 6th player expansion there. We have the Shadow Ape expansion. We have the Monsoon expansion. And we have the main game as well. So stay tuned to our channel, guys, because we're going to be covering a ton of this. I think Jamie and I will probably be trying to escape these together. Or maybe Shos and I will give this a go. And I'll be taken to my local board game cafe in Walsall to see what other people think of this game as well. So expect some playthroughs of this, expect a review in the not too distant future as well. If you enjoy this content, then please like and subscribe to our various social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. I've been your host Adam. Until next time, stay safe and keep rolling.